Well, tulips are an iconic spring flower. These stars of your garden are going to start popping up as the weather gets warmer. It's just that signal that spring is coming and that better days are on the way. And I'm joined now by a guy who knows a thing or two about tulips. Andrew Miller is the CEO of Tulip Valley Farms, the Skagit Valley's newest Tulip Festival edition. This is a big deal. The tulip guy is in the house. Welcome to New Day.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I am really thrilled because I have to say I've never been able to successfully grow a tulip, but I'm really good at putting them in my house.
All right. Well, that's what we can do here. And so when they're in your house, you want to keep them cool. So the story with tulips is time on temperature drives how fast they open.
Yes.
So they're mountain flower. They like to be kept really cold. And so this is my favorite flower. This is a Judith Leister. And so what you want to do is put them in cold water.
All right.
Right. And keep them in cold water, but keep them cold. And so if you put them in warm water, not so good, right?
Because it's gonna make them open up faster,
That's
right?
exactly it. So
I was gonna ask you, just this a little bit of water?
So just a little bit of water. You don't actually want to get the leaves down in the water because that can add to the bacteria and all kinds of other things you don't want.
That's a good point.
Also, tulips will keep growing after they've been picked. So you might want to get in there and you're not going crazy. If you come in there and it looks like they've grown a little bit, they have, so you can just
clip them off?
Snip them off right there and put them back.
And they're thirsty because I bought some beautiful tulips the other day and I didn't pay attention to how quickly they drank the water, and all of a sudden they were like empty and just drooping. Now when I put water back in, they kind of give another hard charge.
It. Give them another cut, put some more cold water in there, but cold, and so the cold water, and then put them outside at night. That's another way to really prolong, because it's time on temperature. So if when you're asleep, you're not enjoying your tulips anyway, but be careful of deer, because if they sneak up on your yard, and they love to eat the tulips.
They like to tiptoe through the tulips.
That's exactly it. So that's if somebody brings you tulips, you get them at the store, something like that. If you're pulling them from your yard, not your neighbor's yard,
I wouldn't dare, Pam.
Just gonna say,
my neighbor Pam has the most beautiful tulips, but I would never steal your tulips, Pam.
So I was out this morning in our field and I picked these ones out, and you'll notice that the way I do it is I just pop them right off the bulb, and then I just pull them right off, and then I take the leaves. I'm a one leaf guy.
All right.
And then so what you do is you can kind of just trim it up right to where you want it to be.
All right.
And then you can put those in there, and it'll look a lot like these ones here that my crew
already did for you. Oh,
there you go. And
how
so
nice.
they're just like that. So yeah, trim to fit. How many leaves? 1, 2, it's completely up to you.
So the tips to getting them to look good longer are to trim them with, because they keep growing, not too many leaves so they don't get the bacteria. And the little water, that's not something I would have thought about.
Cold, cold, cold. That's the key.
Keep it cold.
Cold water. Throw some ice cubes in there. The way that you treat your tulips is the way that they will treat you. So.
Can I ask a random question?
Yes.
Does the penny trick work?
So, yes, it works. If you think it works.
I heard it, yes.
If you think it works, it works.
So wait, you're saying it's like witchcraft. Like,
yes.
if you think it works.
It works. There's no scientific support for that.
We're
but hey, you know what?
From this side of the studio.
It's all about what you think.
All right, he's the expert. So, I mean, I still might put a penny in there because I've noticed it works, but that's okay.
That's it.
All right, so let's talk about once the tulips grow and you can actually harvest.
That's right. And so when you have tulips at your house, imagine this is at your house. So what's going to happen is the petals are going to start to fall off.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. That's the seed pod. So what you want to do is just come through, and this is when you hear about topping. This is what happens. You're going through. You're going to pull that off. That's okay. That sends a signal to this flower that it's time to conserve all the energy. So now all of the energy from the stem and the leaves is going to go down into the bulb.
Okay, and
so it's going to store it. Yes, and that's what's going to look like. But what you want to do is don't get too excited. The leaves need to brown out. Leave the leaves on there because it's all going to drain down into the bulb. And so then after it's drained into the bulb, and if you're in a hurry to get stuff out of your yard, you can. But leave them like moist and just let it go. Okay. But then your bulbs are going to look like this. And then so what you want to do is you can just kind of clean them up. And then if you choose to store them, now you're taking a big risk. Now, do you need to pull them out every year? You should.
Oh.
Yes, because because your critters could get to them. And then also the heat. Heat is just not good for tulips. It's a mountain flower. Okay. So during the summer, we pull them out, keep them dry, and on air. Like you want to be able to move them around. Air needs to move around them, but don't ever put them in plastic. Because they will they'll goo out on you.
We have so much more to talk about. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish up and everything, but I just want to point out that you actually do ship bulbs to people.
We do, yep. You can get, our bulb catalog is on our website, tulipvalley.com. And yeah, you order them now so that we ship them to you in the fall, and that's when you plant.
That's when you plant them in the fall, and then there you have it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It was a pleasure learning about all these things with you and how to actually take care of our tulips. Go check out the Tulip Festival because it is happening now. I still haven't come. I'm coming.
There's still time,
time,
lots of bloom.
Because it's going to extend longer because it took a while to start.
That's
so
right.
get ready for that.